Welcome back to the Trials Fusion Track Central Spotlight. As always, I am your host, Attack Slug. If you have recommendations for me to play next time, leave them down in the comments. We're going to get into a couple of tracks here and see how they are in Track Central. First off being Child's Play 4, Apartment. So, whether or not we see Chucky show up, I guess remains to be seen, but I do enjoy looking at these tracks on Track Central and seeing now that all the DLC is out and all the additional parts for the DLC is out. I'm interested in seeing what people come up with and create in the Track Central stuff. So we're going to load up here, and very colorful track here. Little cars in the background. This is an oh, wow, okay. Immediately we're into interactables there. That is hold on. That's a Game Boy. That is 100% a Game Boy. That is an original ass. I have one of those. That is always fun to see. But going into the water here, and then all right. So this is an easy track, but at the same time, you got to really be careful with things like water physics, and that was a PS4 controller. I saw that. This is an easy obstacle, really? I don't know. I don't know that I agree with the notion that that's an easy obstacle. But that is certainly a hamburger. And a hot dog. And right into a Game Boy. Oh, man. Now, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is Motocross Maniacs on the original Game Boy was one of my favorite games, and it looked kind of like this, and it played kind of like this. And let's checkpoint that stuff. But yes, my love of Motocross Maniacs is what got me to check out Trials HD in the first place. So having something that reminds me of that is just the quickest way to my heart, easily. But I'm gonna disagree with this being an easy track, because this is not easy. Like, this is not something I would consider to be an easy obstacle. It's, certainly doable, but I wouldn't say it's easy. Open that door. We're on fire, so let's get into the toilet here and get flushed. But that was pretty fantastic, if only for the Game Boy. So, I mean, obviously it was really good and well made, but being inside of a Game Boy Advance, or not, being inside of an original Game Boy puts that over the top for me. Just phenomenal, fantastic. So let's move on here to something perhaps on the hard side, which is going to be Zalem, which is a hard track. So gonna load that up and see how Zalem goes, and see what kind of stage gimmicks could be in here. Obviously it is hard, so we're going with the Pit Viper. In the world of the year 3000, find oxygen if you can. Mystery Science Theater 3000, one of the greatest TV shows of all time. If you haven't seen it, there are 10 seasons. Go see it. And if that's too old for you, check out Riff Tracks. Check out Cinematic Titanic. Those guys are all super talented. And I enjoy all the things that they have created through the years. I'm actually watching, right now, there is a Yahoo original TV series called Other Space, which has two other people who were in Mystery Science Theater 3000, Joel Hodgson and Trace. I can never pronounce his last name right, but it's the guy who played Crow, or the original Crow, as in Crow T Robot. And he is the voice of a robot. Funny enough, but I have not watched all of it yet. They put out all 8 episodes on the Yahoo screen, which is their like Yahoo original, whatever the hell that is. And so far, what I have seen is pretty good. Anyway, not to be distracted from playing this track, as that was nice, as I currently am. I have to wonder how much of that background stuff had to be just hand built, because it looks like there are things going on in that background. Ships taking off and flying by, and why am I having such a problem with this obstacle? What is wrong with me? Focusing too much on my point and not enough on my race. Robo-sumo. Robo-sumo. That was cool having a ship come like that. And that should be the end. Got the silver. Simulator for a better future. Jobs for humans. And then we get some weird glitch, error, blue screen of death type stuff. It's interesting how they use the different textures to simulate kind of screen static glitching out. That's kind of cool. So that's the end of that chapter. Thumbs up for Zalem. I liked that. It had a nice visual hook to it, and some nice things in there. And then I guess we're going to check out this extreme track, Winter's Keep. I mean, Winter's Keep, Beelzebos, Trials Cubed, Dehumanized, Wild Adventure, Ristical. I was going to say, like, this one is the top-rated one right now, so we're going to check out Winter's Keep. And whether or not we can actually finish it in this video, obviously any kind of time you approach an extreme track on a blind playthrough, I can't make any promises. And I don't like these videos being too long. I like looking at, 3 tracks, maybe 4 tracks, and then, moving on to make other videos, because I obviously make a bunch of videos. So if you haven't seen any other videos, go check them out. But enough personal shilling. Man. This first obstacle is a doozy. And as I've said before, that is certainly the mark of a well-made extreme track, is that the first obstacle is just head-scratchingly frustrating until you get the motion just right. That was not just right. That was my face into the... Nope. So, there we go. Let me guess. There's no checkpoint there. Okay, this first obstacle, I went from liking to being like, I gotta do what now? Okay, we might not do this track, because this seems like I'd be here for 45 minutes, and I don't want to subject anyone to that. So we might just bail out of this. I can't get this in a couple tries, because I can, rest assured, I can get this eventually, but I'm going to say that it's probably not going to happen here on video, and that's a shame. Alright, well, let me... You can't say I didn't give it the old college try, but man, that's... You gotta really get that bounce, and then, yeah, alright, we're just gonna bail out here. Exit track, my apologies to the guy who made that track. But my skill level perhaps not where it should be for that. So, we'll check out... I don't know, let's go down another row here. Firefighter. Alright, we'll do Firefighter. That looks interesting. Firefighter with a yen symbol. So, perhaps it is a Japanese firefighter. I don't know. So let's check out Firefighter in our Pit Viper. Are you really a firefighter? Prove it. Trials France, 1 year. But why the yen symbol? I'm confused as to where this should be taking place. I don't know. Oh, I have a backpack. That's... Oh man, this is already intense. There is lava everywhere, and I don't know why I have this backpack. And the camera stuff is kind of funky. Like, I don't know if it's a lower gravity or if the camera's placed a little bit offset to where it usually is. That build is coming. Oh my god. Alright. This is like straight up disaster report-ish. Which, for those who know my taste in video games, Disaster Report is one of my all-time favorites. So, anytime you can kind of get that kind of a vibe from anything, I am all for it. And certainly looking forward to a new Disaster Report as soon as they finish making one, which, you know, for a while was canceled, but might actually be a thing again. We'll find out more later this year, so looking forward to that. But back to this Firefighter track. Yeah, like I can't tell if the gravity is lower or the camera is offset in a way that makes it feels weird. Like, it's not a bad weird, but it feels weird. Like, it feels not normal. But whatever it is that they did feels not normal. Anyway, oh, it was a parachute. Okay, well, we made it out of that exploding city and got on a parachute and then crashed into this thing for Trials France. So, good job, Trials France. You nailed it. Right in to get that billboard and get electrified. So I appreciate that. So that's just everything in the background there is just kind of awesome. I wish I could move the camera to see more of it, but that whole city just kind of fell into the lava, and that was the end of that chapter. Things are happening, and that's going to be it for me. I'm going to give this guy a thumbs up for Firefighter, which is fantastic. And we are going to come to the end of this volume of our Track Central Spotlight as we hit continue here and go back into the main Track Central dealy. So, with that, I will tell you that if you have any suggestions of tracks that I should be playing on this show, leave it down in the comments, and I will tell you that I am your host, Attack Slug, and as always, I will see you next time right here on the channel. And I'm out.